Joining us now is Dr. William Schaffner, professor of preventive medicine and infectious diseases at Vanderbilt University and an advisor to the CDC, and one of my most favorite people to talk to about the stuff that really matters. And I guess my question for you is it's obvious why things like wearing masks and canceling holiday gatherings and eating indoors are so politically charged when you've had the president, his press secretary, his chief of staff refusing to wear masks, convening massive gatherings throughout the course of the campaign. But I know for a fact that every parent in an emergency room with their sick child or at a doctor's office with a sick parent doesn't care about politics. They do not care about your politics. They do not care about anything partisan. And so I'm curious what your theory is now that so many people are sick. Why are these things still so political?
Nicole, you're speaking from the heart as well as your mind. Both of those things are involved. You know, I've learned from my psychology friends that when people have a very strong opinion and then they encounter facts that are contrary to that opinion, it is the human condition, all of us, myself included, the initial response is to hunker down and be even more firm in your opinion, despite the fact that you encounter information that's quite contrary to it. And I think we see that all over the country. It's not just COVID fatigue, it's COVID disdain. It's being stubborn. And it still has this political veneer. This could be turned around. I'm applauding the governors that have changed their mind on this. And I would wish they would work together now to do something regional so that they can collaborate rather than coerce. And wouldn't that be better if they all began speaking with one voice?
What is the opportunity ahead of Joe Biden to assume the office of the presidency and sort of tap into this country's history? We have a history of being so much better than this, a history of making sacrifices for one another, a history of shared sacrifice in the short term for benefit in the long term. With vaccines on the horizon, I am stunned that we don't have leaders saying, look, please cancel your holiday plans this year, but I promise things will be better a year from now. What is sort of the vacuum in that space, and what is the opportunity for a new president to change that dialogue?
Of course, that's the high road, and that is the opportunity for the president. And if the president-elect could recruit any number of other governors, religious leaders, business leaders, all to sing the same song, I think we would begin to hear that and appeal to all of our best sides. And then to point ahead that although this is a transition year, a grim year, next year, if we do it right this year, next year's Thanksgiving can be virtually normal again. But this year, we're going to have to tough it through, and we're going to have to do it together.
Is that your prediction, that the vaccine news, what you've seen of it so far, is promising enough that we could be back to something resembling a new normal next holiday season?
Fingers crossed, but also looking at the data. The vaccine's effectiveness is powerful, better than we anticipated. The side effects are manageable. We can explain those and we can deal with those. Now we just have to roll it out in a coherent fashion, which will take months. It will take months. 330 million people, we can't vaccinate them in a week and a half. That's going to take some time.
Yeah.
But if we all hunker down and focus on the goal, there's a bright light at the end of that tunnel. Let's keep working toward it.
Dr. William Schaffner, thank you so much for spending some time with us. I always forget we're on TV, and I just ask you exactly what's on my mind. So thank you for indulging me.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.